you step out on that field, everyone is equal. Talent, it means nothing. They may be more talented than you, but if you show more heart, if you show more focus, if you just decide this day that you will never accept second place to anyone, if you do that, if you all do that, there's no one we cannot defeat. And there's no one that will want to challenge us ever again. So do you want to go out there like every other player, like every other team? Or do you want to stand up this day to make this day count?
Make it count. Leave your heart and soul out on that field. Make them remember who you are. Make them scared to ever set foot on the field with you ever again. Make them remember who you are. They will remember who you are. Make it count.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Every tackle, make it count. Every challenge, make it count. Every contest, make it count. Every shot, every pass, make it count. Every tackle, every challenge, every contest, every shot, every pass, make it count.
Stand up this day. This day you write your future. You decide who will walk away the winner. No one else. Today, if you go down, get back up. If you feel pain, tell yourself, there is no pain. The only pain that exists is the pain of defeat. And today, we will not be defeated. If your opponent is tough, you must be tougher. Today, we make it count. Today, we set the tone for the rest of our career, for the rest of our lives. That tone is of someone who will not be defeated. A warrior, a beast, someone that is not of this world. Your opponent will have no choice but to give up because you will not. He will have no choice. Fight with every fiber in your body to win every challenge, every tackle, to win this day. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready? Get out there and make this day count.
Hey, thanks, Bomber, for having me on. I am Primetime000, the commissioner of the Sim Madden League. And real quick, before I talk about this Season 34 hype, I just want to say we are the Sim Madden League, the best league on the PS4. And when I mean the best, I do mean the best. We're Sim, we have content, we're active, we're always in chat, we've got giveaways, we've got it going on, and we're going to give away a PS5 coming up this year, and that is going to be a monumental moment for the SML. It's going to be very fun for me to do, and I'm really excited for that. But Season 34, we have made it. We've had the evaluations. We came out with the draft order. We've had the draft. The trash talk's been wild. We've had some preseason games. Some guys getting fired up. Some guys doing power rankings. But none of that matters today, because now it's time to get punched in the mouth and see if you fall down or punch back. Today is the day the 49ers and the Cardinals kick off the SML season right. And we're going to start it off right with Dumpahontas and I Got the Meats in a rivalry game, guys. This is going to be a start filled with fireworks, and I'm just excited for what it's going to be. Once again, if you don't know what the SML is, hop on our site, simmaddenleague.com, and honestly, that's all I got. So guys, once again, thanks for having me on the show, and I'm excited for what's to come this season.
SML kickoff show, and we're ready to get pumped up. I got my boy Meats. We got the Bomber in the building, and we're here to give you guys some quick analysis on games and get you crunked for the SML 2021 Madden, the 34th season of the SML. This is the greatest freaking CMF on the planet, guys. We are the best. So simmaddenleague.com if you want to sign up, but let's get it started. Guys, what you got?
Season 34, let's go.
All right, Meats. So
As the content guy, what are you kind of looking forward to for this season?
Yeah, so this season's going to be awesome. I think we have our normal slate of about 3 podcasts between Total Access, Playing the Field, and we got a bunch of new ones coming out too. We got On the Prowl. I know that's your video series.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. Then we got your First and Goal. That's also going to be awesome. That's going to be really cool to see weekly. Hear from 3 different guys we usually don't hear from, so that'll be very cool too. But on top of that, we just got tons of content. I think our content creators in the league right now are the best that they've ever been. And I think, on top of podcasts and shows, we're going to get some cool graphics out of it too.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we're competing for days to release stuff, trying to not step on each other's toes. So it's a good problem to have, it feels like.
Yes. It's a fantastic problem to have. The fact that we have so much content, guys writing so many articles, man, me and Prime, we have to delay our show because there's so much stuff out there right now. And because the SML, man, it is the greatest place to play. We have the best league. We got the best rivalries. We got the best guys. It's the best community. So this is what we do. And we're just getting ready for our 2021 season, our 2021 Madden season, and our 34th season in doing this. And we are just excited and we're pumped up and we're ready to go. And we hope you guys are excited too, because it's time to get crunk SML. It's time to get started. All the stuff that started beforehand, all the who's going to be the best, the power rankings, the butthurt people behind the power rankings. We're going to finally find out who are the real contenders and who are the pretenders. So, hey, it's time. That could be me. I could be one of the pretenders. It is what it is. But let's find out, guys. Let's get crunk and let's get this party started.
Hey, ZZ the hype man. Who needs Prime, right?
Yeah, Prime. Who's that guy?
All right. Well, it sounds like we're pretty excited about the start of the season. Let's just start breaking down some of these games.
Awesome. So, Cam, we're going to kick it off with you, man. Our first game that we're going to break down real quick is going to be Future Empire versus Royce. So we got the Raiders versus the Jets. In that matchup, who do you think is going to win, and how do you think that dynamic is going to play?
Correct you real fast. It's Raiders Panthers. Royce was the Jets last cycle. That's going to be.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting game. I think the Raiders are a very good Madden team, even if they maybe not putting it out on the field in real life. Henry Ruggs is going to be tough to stop. I don't know too much about the Panthers, but I don't think they have a ton of speed on defense. So I'm going to take Future in this one in the Raiders. I'm going to take them 27-17.
27-17. Bomber. Yeah, I know you're fairly new to the league, but you're one of the biggest and most active guys in the league as of now. But what do you think about this matchup?
So I haven't played either of these teams last cycle, so I don't really have an actual SML game experience against them, but I have scrimmaged Future quite a few times during the pre-draft and then even after once he got his Raiders. And I played Royce only once. It was in the preseason just last week. I'm going to have to go with Future in this one just from what I saw. That offense with Ruggs, he's going to be dangerous with Ruggs. Just like the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill, he's got the same thing going on with Ruggs and his 98 speed. Really tough to cover him, and you have to account for him.
With Jacobs.
Royce, it seemed like he was having a little bit of trouble getting going with his offense, and I think until he can figure that out, he may be in for a little bit of rough weather for the beginning of the season. Once he gets it figured out with McCaffrey and this year's games mechanics, I think he'll be all right. But for this game, I'm going to go with Future 35-17. I think it's not going to be close.
Okay. I tend to agree with you guys because Royce is one of the best users in our league. He's very great at using. He plays a lot of mud, but he's a great user. He's one of the best guys on the sticks. But Future is a great game planner. He's good at controlling the games. So I'm going to go also with Future 28-18.
This is let's not forget that he's made a Super Bowl, so he can win games when he needs to. But Future is one of, if not the best regular season SML player of all time.
Yes.
So it's going to be a good one for sure.
Okay, moving on, guys. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. Our next game that we're gonna take a close look at, another great matchup this year and another great rivalry, is going to be the Browns versus NYT's Ravens. Meets, he has your Ravens. Is NYT gonna be great with the Ravens this year? And I played Woods this year. He's been fantastic with the Browns. So what do you think in this game?
Um, Woods and NYT, it's going to be a great rivalry all cycle. I really think, I don't know, man. I could say they split 50-50 the whole cycle. Week one, I'm going to give it to NYT and the Ravens. I think they just have too much talent for Woods to be able to overcome that.
Bomber, what you thinking about this?
This one's a tough one for me. I only played Woods, again, a bunch of scrimmages, and he was tough. NYT, though, coming out with the Ravens, I mean, you got Lamar Jackson. He's been really good in the preseason with J.K. Dobbins, and he's still got Hollywood Brown. I mean, Meats is pretty knowledgeable of that offense and how dangerous it can be.
Yeah, we all are.
Woods still has that Browns defense, but this isn't the Browns defense that I played last cycle when he had, Denzel Ward in the high 90s, Greedy Williams in the 90s. This is where they start, and they're not starting the same. I think it's actually going to be NYT in a close game, 24-21.
I'm in the minority here. I've played Woods a lot this season. I played NYT, I think, once. But what I saw from Woods, man, Woods has that team like under control. I don't know if it's just this Madden, but I think Woods is going to be a lot better than he's ever been in the SML. And I think people are going to underestimate him this cycle. So I'm picking Woods. That game ought to go to. I'm going to give you a 40-30 game. It's going to be very high scoring, and Woods is going to pull it out. Next on our agenda is one of the other big games of the cycle, and it features Prime Time 000, the 16-time champ, captain. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fire. He's going to be playing against one of our co-hosts, the Bomber, the Mad Bomber. So I guess we'll start with Bomber. Bomber, you're playing one of the greatest guys ever to play in the SML, the GOAT, the greatest guy. How do you feel going into this game? Do you think it's winnable?
I feel pretty good going in. I feel like I've got the Jaguars kind of where I want them on defense. Picking up Winston yesterday was huge for me.
Yes.
But I don't want to get kicked out of the league, so I'm probably going to go with Prime on this one. I know he likes to talk really good about himself, so I definitely don't want to talk bad about him.
Man, I'm talk bad about that guy, man. He talks bad about everybody.
I'm going to give it to Prime based on last season. I mean, he's won four Simbardies last year, 16 total. I haven't beat him yet. I did play him once last year. But I think it's going to be close, and I think by the end of the season, when I play him in Week 17, it may be a different outcome. But I'm going to give it to him 24-21.
And my boy Meats had a bit of a rivalry with Prime last year. We know about what went on with you guys and the Restgate situation.
It's one of the best rivalries in the league.
One of the best rivalries ever to exist. But what's your analysis on him playing Bomber this week?
No disrespect to Bomber here. I don't think there's much to talk about in this matchup here. At least week one. We'll talk about seasons 2, 3, 4. But it's no secret this Jaguars team needs a huge rebuild. They are lacking in talent at almost every position. And they have some building blocks. They got Miles Jack. You can build with that.
Shark.
DJ Shark, yeah, right. But yeah, this Colts team is not only win now in real life, they are set up for long-term success in Madden. So I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about here. Not in terms of talent of the owners, just in terms of talent on the field. So I'm going to go with Prime 24-10.
Yeah. Bomber, like you said before, no disrespect, bro. Yeah, it's the best guy that we got. It's the 16-time champ, the guy that holds 16 trophies out of all 34 seasons. He's won a little less than half of every season. So yeah, I got to take Prime. I'm going to say the score will be about. Yeah, I'll give it a 20. I'm gonna go with an off number, 27-13 Prime.
Well, shit, if I can hold him
All right,
under
Bomber.
30 points, I'll take that as a win.
There you go, man. You got to take what you can get. Second to the last matchup that we have here is going to be Captain Truth, if you want to call it the Truth.
Not anymore.
And we got hey, I love you, Paulie. Captain Truth versus PJ. I think this is going to be an interesting matchup. PJ now has the Patriots, and of course, Paulie is working with the who's Paulie working with? Right?
He's got the Dolphins.
Miami. He took the Miami Dolphins, which
well, what's left of him after he?
Yeah, what's left of the Dolphins? I have no idea how that happened. But during this matchup, I'm gonna give y'all a quick one so you guys can talk about it. But I think Paulie will pull this out because I played him during the preseason. Actually not horrible, but pretty damn good. So, and then PJ, I played him a lot throughout the cycles, and I don't think PJ can stand up to Paulie. Just say that.
I'm gonna go with PJ on this one. I think. Yeah, no. I mean, everybody knows I'm one of PJ's biggest supporters and believers in the SML. I think. Yeah, PJ's a great player, right?
Yeah.
Even if he didn't put it all together on the field last year, I think PJ is going to pull out this win. Paulie's not coming into this game very confident, even though he may look at the records and say, hey, I was better than this guy last year. But I think the Patriots have more talent on the field. I think PJ and Paulie are pretty evenly matched in terms of talent. And I just think that the Dolphins are going to take more of a learning curve than the Patriots. You got Tua, the wannabe right-hander, is going to be struggling there for the first season or so. So, I'm going to go PJ, and I'm going to go, it'll be low-scoring 17-14.
Mama, what you thinking about this?
So, I haven't played either team, but PJ had a Lions team at 500 the last bit I was in of Madden 20. That's pretty impressive in itself, just to have those Lions at 500. Paulie had a pretty good squad with the Vikings, but I don't think he's as comfortable with this Dolphins squad. Like Meats mentioned, he tried to make Tua a right-hander because he's really not comfortable with that left-handed quarterback. He's going to be playing against PJ left-handed, and I think that's going to take him a while to get used to. And I think PJ with that defense is going to be really dangerous, especially until Paulie can figure out how he wants to play offense. Adding Nyheim Hines and Malik Hooker and giving away everything he had in the draft, I mean, that's only going to make him so much better. Hines isn't going to be that much better than Breida. Hooker will be a nice addition, but I don't think it's enough to stop the Patriots. I think PJ wins it probably 28-14. I don't think it's that close.
Oh, man. I guess I'm, again, in the minority. But, dude, I don't think it's going to be close on Paulie's end. I mean, I don't understand. And Paulie, why the hell are you trying to change the arm of your quarterback? No augmenting talents. We can augment looks. We can't augment throwing mechanics. But besides that, I think Paulie's going to blow PJ out. That's just my thoughts and my experience playing Paulie. Paulie's pretty good. All right.
All right. Hey, listen, guys. I got to go get ready for this game of the week here coming up here very shortly. So thanks for having me on, and I'm going to throw it to you guys to talk about game of the week.
All right. Okay, sounds good. Good luck with that.
Nice having you, Cal.
Yeah, you're not going to want to be here for what I got to say anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.
All right. Take it easy, brother.
See ya.
All right, Bomber. It's me and you, baby.
All right.
The game of the week. This week's matchup is going to be I Got the Meats versus our 49ers owner, Dumper Hontus. This is going to be a huge game in the SML, particularly because of the rivalry that has been built up for this game. For those that don't know, Dump has a significant beef with meats. He's had these emojis with a hammer and a piece of meat, and he's gonna beat the meats. He's been saying that before the teams were picked. So I think anywhere meats went, he would have followed. He has it in for meats. He wants a piece of meat. I know, pause, whatever, but that's what's gonna happen. He wants to take him down. He wants to make meat suffer. And just generally speaking, in my analysis and from what I've seen from preseason, Dump has had some off time. He's had some unfortunate events considering the coronavirus and the hurricane. So he's had a lot of time on his hands. He was good before then. He's been practicing a lot, and he likes this particular Madden. So saying that, I think we got Dump behind us in a big win over Meats and the Cardinals. I'll give it a 35-27. It's gonna be close, but Dump is gonna pull this one out.
So I kind of feel the same as far as Dump winning, but I don't think it's going to be as close. I think Meats has the building blocks of putting together a similar team to what he had in Baltimore last cycle. I don't think he has that team right now. Dump, on the other hand, has a top team, and he's been practicing a lot. I've played both of them.
Yes.
Dump's defense is significantly better, and his offense, if he gets those running backs in any space, you're in trouble. I think Dump wins this game, and it gets ugly pretty fast. But I think during the course of the cycle, I think Meats is going to end up closing the gap. But for now, I got Dump 42-21.
Ooh. That's
I'm glad he wasn't here for that.
That is what it is, man. If Meats, you got a challenge this week, brother. And Meats hasn't been. I think he's like you said, he's adjusting to that Cards team, and he has weapons. He has weapons on the offense. That's not the big deal, but his defense is a bit lacking, and I think just him getting used to playing a totally different way is kind of like wearing on him a little bit, because I played him a couple times, and if I'm beating Meats, then he has a few issues. So, but other than that, hey, it's going to be a great game, fellas. We're going to have QB Stud and myself on the commentary. We're gonna commentate the whole game. So I know the time is ticking down. It's almost time to get ready, fellas, and to get started for our new season, for this 34th season. Madden 2021 is here. It is time. All the talk is done. It is time to do what we came here to do, fellas. It is SML time. It is going to be lit. It is going to be fire. So let's go, baby. Let's get crunk. Let's fire this thing up. Let's have the greatest season of all time. It can only get better from here. Bomber, you got anything to say before we go, baby?
Let's just get to the kickoff.
Hey, kickoff time, baby. Play the national anthem.